domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made, under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. First Amendment, United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Section 3. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress, or elector a president or vice president, or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or an officer of the United States, or as a member of any state legislature, or as an executive or judicial officer of any state, to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability.
State of New California, Chapter 2, Grievance number 60. Order of the day. Defend liberty. The human tragedy that is unfolding in California is a series of man-made disasters that are wreaking havoc on the lives of the United States citizens living in California. It's no longer a secret. The monoparty power monopoly, which controls the state, works hand in glove with communist China. But the party leaders are also steeped in the same Marxist ideology that is responsible for the deaths of untold millions and the ruins of nations. We appeal to Congress and to our state legislature to let us go and be liberated to form our own state. We will no longer participate in the ongoing man-made disasters that are quickly adding up under the present dictatorship of a totalitarian governor, his party, and foreign affiliates. It is no longer considered a conspiracy theory that the CV-19 virus was created in a communist Chinese laboratory. We knew this from the first reports, but were censored in our viewpoints by the book-burning and goose-stepping media allies that support the Marxists. Now, even they are forced to report the truth because it can no longer be hidden. Shame on them. The economic crisis affecting California is just one of the man-made disasters we have had to suffer. Just as the present pandemic is being used to herd people into mandatory government-sponsored medical surveillance, there is a coming man-made famine which is presently being orchestrated with the intent to destroy free markets and funnel the masses into yet more mandatory government services. They've decided that if they can't get the citizens to go voluntarily, they will force us into compliance with a host of their outrageous edicts and dictates, singling out and persecuting anyone who conscientiously objects to the tyranny. History may not repeat, but it certainly rhymes. It is not difficult to predict our destination when it is evident the monoparty Marxist traitors have steered the course of our state and our nation to supply chain destruction, man-made famine and disease, civil unrest, and government dependency. The Marxists love mandatory government dependency because it gives them the support they cannot get through honest, popular elections. It is how they perpetrate the socialist structures responsible for the destruction of family, culture, schools, public safety, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to peacefully assemble, and the right to redress of grievances. We in New California State refuse to be herded into mandatory government programs that are intended for our subjugation. Constituents of the mono party may enjoy being herded, but we in New California State still consider ourselves American citizens with God-given, unalienable rights that we are not willing to forfeit for either convenience or necessity. Previous and ongoing man-made disasters in the once golden state include rampant fires, man-made droughts that occur in routine and predictable dry years, pollution of our groundwater by government-mandated MTBE, homeless camps that are a blight on the nation, an exodus and now famine and forced government dependency is in view. We will not have it in New California. We are free citizens. We are Americans, and we stand to defend our liberty. California's monoparty political machine is socialist governor, along with communist state legislators, socialist elected officials, agencies, and unelected regional governance boards are colluding to create a pure totalitarian communist California state. Insurrection. The government of California, the current socialist governor/dictator and mono-party system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 and the Emergency Economic Powers Act are United States federal laws that govern the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive, instituted wherever the current socialist governor/dictator has usurped power, has actively engaged in acts of insurrection and have created a reign of terror on the United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America, to thus destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor/dictator of California, the mono-party legislature, and local elected officials